Okay, here you go, GR. I got some done. These pieces put in, thought I'd show you. If you remember from the last video, that part is boxed, and I made this piece to go in there. It's welded top to bottom here. There's a piece going across here, piece going here. Here's the beginning of a pinned frame. This is a piece of all thread sticking out the top. It's not completely welded at the bottom here yet. You can see right there, the beginning of it. So that's when they say they're pinning a frame, or how to pin a frame, that's basically it. Problem with this though, I mean, unless you're a good welder and can weld it flat, you know, you see that sticks up. So it's kind of easy to spot some of that stuff like that. And if you grind it down too smooth and get too close, well then what's the point? It's too thin of a weld and can be that strong. But this side's also done. That I came up by accident, but actually should work good. You can see where it's welded through here. We'll just sand and paint it, whatever. But it's at, it kind of goes at that angle. And the arrow's in at the top, so which is perfect. So when people are hitting it, you know, if it's the opposite, if it's stuck out, it would still bend, you know. But that it's pointing in, that makes it really stiff. And then the way I'm gonna, one other thing, because I've seen cars that are really plated, what'll happen is this lower control arm, if they miss and hit with their tire, it will bend this whole thing back. So before I can finish this, I'm gonna put a piece going across, all the way across here, make that whole area nice and stiff. And then when I mount my door bars, I'm gonna box this in like the factory. Just gotta cut out a slot for the where the cross member goes. But then my dash bar is going to be probably the top of this, so I'm going to put a pipe. It's going to be welded in here, and it's going to go up to the dash bar, and then the dash bar is going to go across here. And then also you'll have your kicker going from about here up at that angle. And then the same thing back here. I'm going to cut a hole in the floor, and then I'm going to cover it with a plate, so it looks like it's just mounted to a piece of plate, but then dash bars, or the bars behind the seat, are going to come up back here, up to the body. Same thing over there, crossing. So it's going to be attached to the frame. And then I'll have a bar that comes down from here up to the dash bar. Keep all this, even though it's going to be plated and that. Also what I'm going to do, because it can't be seen, and a lot of guys do it, but I'm going to take it to the extreme. Back here, they'll lay a plate on the cross of this, you know, as far back until you make sure you can't see, nobody can see it on. But what I'm going to do after I get it boxed and all that, I'm going to run this thing all the way down the frame, all the way up here across the body mounts and back around. Make one big chunk and then weld that to the frame. So I'll be even stiffer. That should make it pretty darn tight, strong. Got some new hydraulic tranny lines. Made it for the transmission, so I don't have to worry about bending the steel lines anymore. Tranny cooler's not here. More stuff to move over. I haven't moved anything from the backyard, actually. This all came off the patio. My wife's Pontiac motor. Found a nice intake. Edelbrock intake in the wrecking yard. Found this holly a while back. It's a good holly. And I got another one there we can use for parts to because you can put it in the secondaries and tweak and adjust the secondaries and all sorts of good junk. I'm gonna take it out of that one, put it in this one, because this is actually, that's actually a Ford carburetor, but the parts are the same. You can see the metering block here. I'm gonna steal that out of this one, put it over in that one. You can get parts a lot easier for this one. Actually, I guess you could go get a rebuild kit for any Ford for that, but I'd rather go like with this, and this will someday be in a derby car. Somewhere around here is the oh, it's over there, buried in the air ice chest. Is one of those air gap manifolds for a small block. And this thing's just staying around because sooner or later we'll build some sort of hot rod or something. Trannies over there, and now have 4 trannies. Silver one's a Pontiac Cadillac tranny. I was thinking about putting that in my Ford truck. If I don't sell it, maybe I'll do that. have a Pontiac Ford. That's all that's going on. Hopefully I can get my cars and my rear ends, because I don't even have the rear end here for this thing yet. So the front suspension is also at the house, so even if I got that far, I could weld a frame, but I ain't got nothing else to go with it. So hopefully I can get to that soon. See ya.